Hey beautiful Gemmy Gems, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me here. Welcome to all you new subscribers and welcome to all you returning. Thank you so much for your generosity, each and every one of you. Let's get a few messages. Gemini energy, please. Aquamarine star. I express my intuition with self-confidence and love. The priestess. I am the embodiment of the divine feminine. The medicine woman. I nurture and nourish my mind, body, and soul. The mystic. I weave my magic and surrender to the universe. The ancient grandmother, teacher. I am the teacher that leads with self-knowledge. So a lot of you could be grandmothers. Or your grandmother was a divine feminine. Or you are embodying this. Telling you to let go. It's telling you to let go. Surrender and allow yourself to grieve. Telling you to surrender. I want to find out, what is this surrender about? What is this letting go? What is, Gemini, you're holding on to something you need to let go of. What the Tower, you got to let go of something. Somebody is refusing. What does Gemini need to let go of? King of Pentacles. Some hurt. Somebody's guarded, defensive. Is this somebody who won't let go? Is this we have King of Pentacles and King of Cups here. Oh, jeez. So this is some toxicity, or somebody needs to let go of someone very toxic or unhealthy. No, someone not putting in the work or the energy. Someone wants to go, but someone keeps keeping someone stuck. I don't know, there's way too many people here. It's people cards. People, people, people. What the hell's all these people doing here? We got the King of Pentacles, the King of Cups. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. We've got a Knight of Cups. We've got three queens here. You might be embodying all these energies, but I don't think so. There's too many people here. These are all court cards. Almost every card is a court. Is this a sexual addiction? Is this a sexual relationship, a sexual union? Even though you could be embodying, it's time to cut someone free and let them go. That's what it's saying. Let them move on. Let them go. Let them go. Stop trying to hold on to somebody. Let them go. That's what it's saying. Let them go. Let them go. And allow yourself to grieve. Oh, what is going on? Oh my God, we got too many people here. We have the King and the Queen of Wands here. That is a matched pair. None of these energies. It's almost like you're holding on to somebody who really doesn't want to be there because this is your match. Gemini. King and Queen of Pentacles. But somebody is so busy holding on to somebody that they are not meant to be with, that they're missing out on who they are supposed to be with. That is a matched pair. Oh my God. It is the King and the Queen of Wands that are a matched pair. Your match here seems and would appear to be the King and Queen of Pentacles. But because you're holding on to something that is not serving you, Gemini, allow yourself to surrender. Let them go and grieve, because this is you've got a match. You've got a perfect match here. Too scared? Would this be sad to let this person go? Of course. But there's something better for you. Why is somebody going to put up with somebody lying or being sneaky just to have... I don't know. Letting other people... This is becoming a burden. Trust your intuition here. Like... Oh my God, I cannot stand this. So somebody is staying in a relationship because they feel like this is their twin. It's a karmic twin. Yeah, it's a twin. It's a karmic twin. But they got it hell-bent in their head. This is my twin. I gotta keep them. I gotta keep them. This is my twin. No, it's a karmic twin. That's why I hate all this twin energy and soulmate energy. We have many soulmates in our life. Many. But what seems to be these toxic relationships, okay, are just that, toxic relationships. And they want to hold on because they want to believe it's what you're believing. It's saying it's what you're believing. Someone is believing they're with their twin flame when it's not. It's a false twin. Here to teach you a wicked ass lesson. freaking nightmare. So I don't care if you're married. I don't care what this is. Don't apply this to everybody because it's not everybody's read. So don't get offended. This is like, there is a Gemini for sure that needs to let go and surrender this. This is toxic. This is unhealthy. This is causing a lot of burdens. This is causing a lot of stress, anxiety. When obviously you deserve better. You're gonna put up with somebody juggling or being unstable? It's like, do I have to beg for a relationship? Oh, but it's my soulmate. It's my twin flame. No, it frickin' isn't. We have many kindred spirits that we come across in our lifetime. Many. We're not meant to stay in unhealthy relationships. We're not meant to stay there. There is no trust. There is spying. There is holding on, holding on. I do not want to separate. I do not want to separate. Even though it's toxic, there is no trust. There is no loyalty. There is broken promises and no, but I'm holding on for the sake of a marriage or sake of being in a union. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to grieve. I don't want to cry. I don't want to surrender because I don't want to let go. I'm not going to let go. Eight of Swords. Win at all costs. Gonna stay in a relationship where there is no, this is defeat, this is jealousy, this is envy, this is conflict, this is, why would you want to stay in a situation where you gotta look over your shoulder all the time, be jealous of who somebody, fear, what's the fear? Why do you hold on? Is it fear of somebody else getting that person? Is it fear of being alone? Is it fear of what? Betrayal? Somebody acting like they don't even care? That, is it for money? Is it fear of being alone? That's settling. When it's almost like, here is a gift right here. Love yourself enough to let go. Somebody keeps, I don't know. They're cold, they're detached, fighting, arguing. Somebody needs to let go. Somebody needs to cut it off. But they hold on because they want control. Or they think that they can control somebody, even though there's manipulation here. Third parties, perhaps. This person always looking for other options. Somebody needs to leave. Surrender. You gotta love yourself enough to let someone go. Or they need to let themselves love themselves enough to let go. However this is resonating. If you love someone, let them go. But someone doesn't want to grieve. Someone doesn't want to go through the pain. Someone doesn't want to go through the emotional hurts here. Oh, what about family? What'll people think of me? What about money? What about this? What about the kids? What about it? So, this person can play around? Give me a break. I refuse to have a breakup. I refuse to let go. I'll let them cheat. I'll let them treat me like dirt. I'll let them play around on me. I'll let them do all of this, do that, because I don't want to be broke. Well, what will the family say? The family will be angry at me if I release somebody. There's nothing worse than being alone anyway in a relationship where you're alone. There's nothing worse than being with someone and being alone. It's almost like you're alone anyway. Well, I believe in the sanctity of marriage. I believe we can work it out. This is my wish. This is like, no, it would be good that it ended. What's wrong with being confident? What's wrong with being single and independent and fulfilling your own wishes and loving yourself enough? So it's like, see, I told you. You're not embodying who you are. It's like somebody believes it's like selfish to be single. Somebody believes, oh, you're just being selfish. This is an empress. Oh, they're just selfish. They're like all focused on themselves. They're all like, this is a healer. They love themselves enough to let go of something that does not serve their higher good. Like a high priestess and empress is very confident on their own. They have no issue being alone. They have no issue loving themselves. But somebody's like, oh, they're so selfish, so I'll just stay in this miserable ass relationship because I'm insecure. No, it's selfish to stay in a relationship where there is no love. It wastes two people's lives. That's what it does do, but that's just my opinion. But the advice from Spirit is to surrender, let go. Something, and allow yourself to grieve. But somebody's like determined, no, I can change this. I can change this person. I can make them love me. I can make them believe in me. I can make this happen. Why? When the other person isn't interested in seeing that happen. You've got to love yourself enough to let them go. And heal. And grieve it. And surrender it. I don't like that's what the danger of these twin flame situations. It is. Because they'll stay like in abusive situations or unhealthy situations because that's my twin, when likely it's a false person. Whether they're a twin, whether they're a soulmate, who gives a shit who they are? If they're doing you dirty, love yourself. Your first obligation to God. Second is to yourself. Okay? Not no man, woman. No. No. If you don't make yourself a priority, no one else will. That I do know. I personally know people that because they're under the belief system that this is their twin flame, that they will stay in abusive relationships, settle for less, spend years and years of pain and suffering when all they had to do was let go. Why would it matter if they're a twin? If they were a twin, they wouldn't. I'm just saying, if they were divine, put it to you that way, they would not be treating you that way. So even if they are a twin or a soulmate, they're not in their upright energy. It's like, God didn't ask you to be a sacrificial lamb. God didn't ask you to be a human sacrifice. That's not part of the plan. Your first responsibility is to God and to yourself. A divine being, even though they could be divine, I'll give them that, they possibly could be a divine being, but they're not acting like it, and they're not behaving like it, and they're breaking the contract. Even if there was a contract, they are breaking it. It is now null and void because they are not in their divinity. They're not so divine. They're not so divine. But somebody refuses. They're living in denial. They're putting up with a bunch of burdens because they're in denial. But they're denying themselves of their own nope. They are not God. Like, just saying. They're not gods. They're not God. Just for the sake of being in a relationship? God says that's arrogance, and God says that that is selfishness. But somebody refuses to acknowledge it, so want to settle for breadcrumbs? That's on anybody, masculine or feminine. I'm not picking on either. It could go either way. Your job is to nurture and nourish your mind, your body, and your soul. Surrender to the universe. I am the teacher that leads with self-knowledge. That is what the divine feminine energy does. And I will allow myself to surrender and allow myself to grieve. I will be self-confident and I will love. And the first love is God and yourself. You're not supposed to worship people. You're not. I don't know, somebody's looking at this person like they're a god, or that they are, no, there's one God, and it ain't this person. And I can't tell people what to do, but that is the advice of the universe. And I do get it, and I do understand it. And it may definitely not be for all of you Geminis. For sure, it is not. So don't take offense. But there is obviously some who are holding on to the hope that someone will change, that someone will become divine, that someone is divine when they're not divine. They're not divine. Not with the devil. Well, then, oh my God. I know people that have, like I said, that have been in the most horrific, abusive situations, believing it's part of God's plan. It is not God's plan for you to be abused. It is not God's plan for you to take the abuse from anyone, including a partner, whether they're a twin, a soulmate, or just some dude who thinks that they're divine, or woman who thinks they're divine. It's self-deception. I'm sorry, it is. You're supposed to honor your vessel, honor your soul, your mind, and your body. It is not there for other people to take advantage of or abuse in any way, shape, or form. Mentally, emotionally, or physically. That is never okay, according to God. But people use this twin flame thing to accept poor behavior. Who made them divine? If they're doing that, they're not so divine. Well, they'll change. Well, they'll do, That's why I don't like the terms that people come up with. Okay, there is kindred spirits, there are soulmates, but we have many along our lifetimes. And this is unacceptable. It's not. It's called manipulation, distortion, denial, enabling. It's called codependency. It's called whatever you want to call it. But it is not divine. If people are treating you that way, I don't care who they are. It's not divine. It's not okay. It's not okay to be mistreated. It's not okay. And if somebody doesn't want to do something about it, then that's not okay with God. That's not okay to accept that kind of treatment or that kind of situation. You just waste years of your life. And the longer and the more you hold on, the further away it gets. That is the law of attraction. So while you're busy trying to hold, the further away they're getting. Take care.